The big final, my dream final. The two countries where I've spent all my life, England versus Spain. Spain is a team that creates joy in which the players are enjoying it because they've been allowed to express themselves within an order. It's youthful, it's courageous, it's brave, it's attractive, offensive. Versus England, which is organization, resilience, faith in themselves, solidarity, quality. Who wins? I don't know. Okay, lots of work today, but it's how I like it. Lots of excitement as well. I'm playing it calm when I meet Rick Edwards and Five Live. I cross paths with Steve Crossman, with John Murray, Chris Sutton. I say, we're okay, whatever happens. But deep down, I want Spain to win.
Hello.
There you are.
Hello.
What's going to happen?
Well, sadly, I think Spain are probably going to edge it. But fingers crossed for England, and especially Gareth Southgate.
Yeah.
I'm too frightened to say what I actually think.
So don't say it.
I'm not going to say it.
It's just that if England win, it won't be the worst disaster for me emotionally. I'm the chairman of Biggleswade United. I know what football means to people in England, to Biggleswade United fans, to Arsenal fans. I lived in England for a long while, so it will be a little bit my win as well, because some of what has happened with England has to do with the admiration that English football has sent in the Spanish direction, if you like, in the direction of Spanish clubs, Spanish managers, and they've come to England to help and to build a confidence, reputation, style, collective and individual quality. So a victory of England, in a way, is also a victory of Spain. I feel part of what's happening in England. I do. But yes, there's a bigger percentage that wants Spain to win in my head and in my heart. I spoke to West Brom manager Carlos Corberán about how you build a team. I found the conversation fascinating. So I did it in two parts. We already did the first part. And in this second one, we focus mostly on the tactics of Spain, how they can face a team like England. And this is the conversation. We're going to get into, to finish off, into the tactical side, if you like, because one key element for a very good coach is to be flexible. And perhaps Luis de la Fuente wasn't counting on Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal to be so influential so early, but he felt like they were going to be. The key game was against Georgia. We talk in September 2023, where the wingers were different. We went to Tbilisi with Marco Asensio and Olmo as wingers. They both got injured in the first half. Lamine Yamal comes in, Nico Williams come in. They both score. We beat Georgia 7-1, and we haven't looked back since. But you have to have that flexibility. From that moment on, you think, something is happening here. We have to give these guys, even if one of them is 16, a chance. And that's another reason why Luis de la Fuente was chosen, because he gives different layers to the team, a little bit more directness. Yes, the pressure high that we've had for a while, possession, but with the intention to reach the other end quicker. Is that what you're seeing? Obviously, it's obvious it's a different Spain, but give us more of an analysis of what you've seen compared to the older Spain.
I think it's very, very interesting, the first part of your question, because sometimes the things arrive by accident. Sometimes you have one plan, one idea, probably because it's secure for the experience of the player, because you have been watching this situation before and you have this plan, and sometimes the situation change, and because one injury or because something changed, and you need to adapt. For me, there appears the talent of the coach, like you say, to be flexible or to be enough open and to have enough knowledge to make a good diagnosis about what the situation needs. So he understands that the next generation of wingers were more ready probably than the other type of profile of wingers. And probably his level of game understanding was more related with the things that Spain is doing right now than with the things that Spain was doing before. It doesn't mean that something is better than another thing. I think that what he's doing very well is to don't put his ego in front of the positives of the national team players of Spain. So I think he allows them to play and express the football that they have. Because we have now players, especially on the side, like you say, like Yamal or Williams, that they are players that they can unbalance. Our wingers, by his qualities, are able to change the team, because now we don't need to make many passes to put the opponent team deep. And after, we are talking about some players that we have. The level of Dani Olmo, of Fabian, and Rodri is unbelievable. We know that the best from Spain arrive when we put together, especially in the middle, no? When we put together very good players that understand the game, players that can command the game. We are watching Fabian, sometimes in the goal kicks, dropping with Rodri. After, we are watching him arriving to the box and finishing some attacking actions. You are watching him playing good football in every single level of the pitch, in every single high. He is amazing playing short with Rodri. He's amazing playing high with Morata. So these players help you to be an organized team. Football is about players, and we can organize our teams to allow our players to show their strengths in the pitch. Or our level of organization sometimes don't allow the players to show everything that they have in the pitch. This is, let's say, the work of the coach. Be ready to see what are the strengths of the players, what they need, and how you can create, how you organize the team to create advantage to make our players make difference. So for me, it's important that as coaches, we understand our players and we can create the context in the team that they need. But normally the good players, they are able to adapt to any type of context. And I think that in Spain, what I think that we all can feel excited is that we have players that they can impact the game from the game understanding, from the quality that they have, and they can make a very good football. Sometimes be more vertical or be more aggressive with the risk that it has, because everything has a risk. Probably you will create more chances, maybe less clear chances, but at the same time, you are going to have more approaches to the last third of the pitch. But at the same time, if you are not together in football, if you don't work together, if you don't travel together in football, if you lose the ball, normally you are going to suffer more transitions. If you believe in the physical skills of the central backs, in the position midfielder to cover this space, is fine. So for me, everything is like related how you attack, you are going to defend, and you can attack. I think that at the end, what is important is to create something in your structure that allow the players to show the real level.
And that's why what we're doing is so enjoyable.
Thank you so much, Guillem.
For a comprehensive analysis of England, have a look at yesterday's Coffee with Guillem, which was a conversation with Miguel Delaney of The Independent. Really, really interesting, and very good points were raised there. And now it's Sunday and the game is in many hours from now, so you got time to watch it again. But first, watch this one, because I want to take you to a building that is just here. Look, it's this one. Next to the hotel where I'm staying. It used to be the biggest squad in Europe, a commune of artists, and when they left, it's been taken over and still is an art centre with a fascinating story. So I did a little video for you. This building that I'm about to show you is next to the hotel where I'm staying, and it's got wonderful murals, colourful walls, quite original one as well. There's a driller there. And I've been wondering, what's this about? It has a story, I'm sure it has a story. So, William, who's behind the camera today, has organised a meeting with somebody who's going to tell me all about it. And that's Emmanuel. Emmanuel,
Hi.
how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm looking forward. Look at this. Some of the stuff that I've seen makes the place very mysterious. So are you going to help me and try to understand what this is about?
Yeah, let's try to do that.
What's that sign there at the top?
Well, the sign there at the top is the Oranienburger Tor Lichtspiele, and it was the name of a cinema which was in here during the GDR.
Okay, so this was a cinema, I'm sure amongst many other things.
Amongst many other things, there was a cinema in here. Actually, it was conceived as a shopping center and opened in 1908.
Must be one of the early ones then.
Yes, it was one of the early ones, but this is like the last part of this old building which is standing. It was much bigger. Like the whole complex went on until Friedrichstraße actually.
That's right at the other side.
Yeah,
there, okay.
that's right at the other side, and a lot of it was destroyed while the GDR.
Okay.
And there's the myth that actually they wanted to destroy everything, but there was a safe from a bank, and they used all the dynamite there, and that's why this building wasn't destroyed.
It resisted. It survived.
It survived.
It survived.
Yes.
So it's now a coffee bar and shop.
follow me. We are now in the historic staircase, actually, and you hear the sound is very, very much different. And what you see here are all the graffitis, which is from the time between 1919 and 2011, while the artist initiative Tacheles was in this building.
What do you mean? They lived here?
Yes, actually at first they squatted the building and actually to save it from destruction, and they made it a cultural landmark.
Oh, wow.
Actually, and so we had to keep the staircase as it is.
The graffitis everywhere. That explains that these were the artists that live here.
Yes.
That produce all this.
And then they had to leave because the building was supposed to be sold.
Okay.
So that's the reason it was 2012 that the last artists who were here had to leave, actually.
Isn't it amazing? That they actually left it as the remains of an artist commune, if you like, that lived here and spent decades here squatting. Every corner has been painted.
Yes, we have a lot of visitors who have been here in the 1990s and the 2000s, and they remember this being a place. There were a lot of parties there.
Oh. Sorry, William. No, don't rush, don't rush, don't rush.
We have a talent program called Emergent Berlin, and it's for photographers at the early stage of their career. And we have the first exhibition here in the Graffiti Hall, how we call it. And it's an artist called Anne Lass, who's a Danish-German artist who has took photos in like gambling halls.
Look at that. So her name is Joanna Dudley.
Yes. So one I will show you now is actually in our restaurant's private dining room. This will be the mural.
We don't steal, we put her in. It's open kitchen. This is Veronica.
This is like the private dining room.
What a fabulous place.
So this is like the private dining room. There's one in the end.
Yeah?
One mural is actually Angela Merkel as a punk.
It's a great place. So this can be obviously rented for groups.
Yes, this like can be rented for groups, and it's part of like the restaurant.
Fantastic. Are we having a look at the restaurant?
So this is our rooftop bar.
Can we go outside?
Yeah, sure. And it opened in March this year. And so we are...
What a place. What a view. Wow. Wow, what a place.
So what you see here where we are situated, actually it's really like the heart of the city in Berlin, like Oranian.
Yeah, wow. Amazing place, amazing place. You said you opened about a year ago?
It's September 2023 we opened, so we are still very young.
Yes, but you've got a magnificent thing in your hands. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank
you a lot for visiting us.
Now, time to focus on another art, football. We'll be filming stuff on the way to the game and after. Whoever I meet, I'll put it on video, I'll put it on camera to then present to you tomorrow a vlog of the day. Meanwhile, I still haven't decided if I have to go to the fan zone or sit with my media colleagues. You know why? Because in the fan zone, I can just be myself. In the media seats, I can be myself to a point. I think you've seen me celebrating Spain winning another game. The decorum a little bit. Not sure it's the thing to do, but it's what I feel inside. Cannot hide it. So today, whatever way it goes, I want just to let my feelings take over. Meanwhile, have a good day, and to all my England fans, good luck. I mean it.